Hello and welcome to this answer video. This answer video will talk you through the answers for the worksheets comparing numbers to 1000. I'll also show you some of the trickier bits involved in this skill as well. Question 1 asks us to use more than or greater than, less than or equals to complete the statement. So in this box here, we need to use the greater than or more than symbol, the less than symbol or equals. And to figure out which one goes in the middle, we need to first look at each side of where we're going to put this symbol. So then we can figure out which symbol to use. So 356, I prefer writing it down in digits in its numeral form. That helps me, it may help you. And then we've got 340 and 6. Now that's the expanded way of showing it, 346. Add those together, you get 346. So we have 356 at this side and 346 at this side. There are more tens, there's 5 in that one, than this number. There's only 4 tens in this number. Both have the same hundreds. When the hundreds are the same, go to the tens, and then you'll be able to figure out if they're the same, have a look at the ones. So in this one, because there's more tens, 356 is more than 346. So that's that one. Question 2 asks us if this statement is true or false. So again, we've got some words at this side, and at this side we have our base 10 drawing. So again, let's use numerals because that helps me. And it could be a strategy you use. 275, so 275. And then let's have a look at our base 10. We've got 200s there. Remember our rods, the lines are our tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tens. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ones. So our number there is 265. Again, the hundreds are the same. So we look at the tens. And there's more tens here. There are 7 tens in this one and only 6 tens in this one. So 275 is greater than or more than 265. So this one is true. Question 3 then asks us to add tens to the chart to show a number greater than 317 but less than 400. So I'm just going to put a little note at the side. More than 317, less than 400. Just to help me remember what we need to do here. So we've got 3 in our hundreds, so we've got 300. We've got nothing in our tens at the moment, and we've got 7 ones. So we need to figure out how many tens we can put in to make it more than 317 but less than 400. So if I put a single 10 in, that would be, if I put a single 10 in, that would be 317 because I've got 1 10 in there now. If I put 2 tens in there, that would be more than 317. If I just had the 1 in there, that would be 317. It's not more than 317. So I have to have at least 2 tens in there, 327 at the moment. I could go all the way up until 9 tens, because then I would have 397. I'm just going to stick with 2 for now, because it saves me drawing them out, but I could go all the way up to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 or 9 tens. So I could have 327, 37, 47, 57, 67, 87 or 97. 397 would be the highest one there. Because if I had another final 10, I then have 10 tens, which means I can exchange those, swap them for 100, and that would put me into my over 400, which wouldn't count. So I can have anything from 2 tens all the way up until 9 tens in question 3. Question 4 asks which representation shows the smallest number. So let's have a look at 53 tens. Just going to put a little arrow. So I've got 50 3 tens. Now 50 tens is 50 lots of 10, so that's 500. 50 lots of 10 is 500. Then I've got 3 more tens there. 3 tens are 30, so 530 is that number. Take each number in turn and figure out what it actually shows, and then we can figure out which one is the smallest number. B is 500s, 2 tens, and 2 ones. So 500s, nice and easy. 500s, we've got 2 tens and 2 ones. 522 would be B. Let me just put those there. And then C and D. Let's have a look at C. 521, again, it's written 521. So that one is smaller than B, because even though our hundreds and tens are the same, our ones is smaller. We've got a 1 there and 2 there. So C at the moment is the smallest. Let's have a look at D. Ooh, that's been given to us in a numeral form, 521. So that's also the smallest. It's the exact same number. So C and D are both your smallest numbers there. Question 5 requires a little bit more thinking. It asks us to look at the statement and decide which numbers could fill this gap in the middle. So we've got 250 at 7. That makes 257. And that has to be more than our missing number. So 257 is bigger than this number here. But this missing number has to be bigger than 149. 149. So I could have anything in the middle here between 150, because that's bigger than 149, but I can't have anything more than 257. I can't have 257 either, because that has to be more than this number. So it can go anywhere in between 150 and the one below this is 256. So let's take a number from somewhere in between there. Let's take 175. Let's see if it works. 257 is more than 175. That's right. And 175 is more than 149. That works too. Question 6 asks us to figure out which number is the greatest. So we have 732 in words. So 732 in words shown in numerals is that. And then we have 700 add 20 add 3. Now that's 723. So that's 2 tens. So again, our hundreds, let me just label them. Hundreds are the same, they've both got 7. Now our tens in this one, they are more. It's a 3, which is more than 2. 30, 20. 3 tens is more than 2 tens. So this number, 732, is the greatest number. Question 7 may require you to just read it through a couple of times to get your head around what's going on. I had to read it a couple of times, and it asks us to compare these numbers, adding in less than or more than. So in that box, we're going to have less than or more than. And then we need to follow the clues to crack the code. So first of all, let's do the first part of the question, and let's put in less than or more than. So 592, let's put that in its numeral form, 592. Then we have 621 ones. Now 21 ones is interesting. Let's put our 600s in. 21 ones, we can have 2 tens out of that, which is 20, and then I'll have 1 1 left. So I have 592 on this side and 621 on this side. Now 5 is less in my hundreds than 6, so 592 is less than 621. So let's move on to the second part of the question. We need to crack the code. We need to follow those clues to crack the code. Now clue A says tens digit of the greatest number. Now we know 621 is the greatest number. It's bigger than 592. So we're looking at the tens digit. Let's head them up. Hundreds, tens, ones. The tens digit is a 2. So that's going to be a 2. Let's have a look at B. The ones digit of the lowest number. The lowest number is 592. It's smaller than 621. And the lowest digit is the smallest digit there. 2 is the smallest one. So that's going to go in for B. Let's have a look at C. The hundreds digit of the lowest number. This is our lowest number. Hundreds, tens, ones. 5 is our hundreds number. So that's C. And the clue for D is the lowest odd digit. So odd digits, they're numbers 1, 3, 5, 7 or 9. So the lowest odd digit. What's our lowest odd digit out of the two numbers? It doesn't tell us the lowest or the greatest, so we can look at both, and that's a 1. 1 is the lowest odd digit there. And that's all the clues answered. So our code is 2251. So that was the answer video for comparing numbers to 1000. I hope you found it useful. Remember, you can watch the linked video tutorial to this skill over on kids.classroomsecrets.co.uk, or you can find loads more resources to practice this skill over on classroomsecrets.co.uk.